Okay, we're back, hopefully. Hopefully it holds, because even with certain settings off... The stream literally died at 30 minutes, and I can't entirely help that nonsense. I just get random errors like that, and it's complete random, it's complete bullshit. And you're just gonna have to work. Yeah, and now it's chilling the proper. Here we go.
Come on!
I do find it funny though that I said, oh, we got past the problematic time of 30 minutes, and then literally within a minute it fucking crashed.
This next boss is only the ledge if there's no ice.
Stream, second stream still holding. This is why I have things set up, because if we get random crashes when doing streams, I can't help if our internet is fucking stupid. Or if it's OBS, which I don't know, and it might be our stream. Could be my end. It could be Twitch's end.
Please, can you let that be a poverty A? Please let that be a poverty A. It's not going to be, I can feel it.
Okay, good. Past 2 minutes.
And then the game literally tells you come back to the beat.
Yep.
Of course, I knew.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, because clear time.
Yes, person.
I need to find a way to do that without wasting time for them, but I don't know how to do that. How do I not waste time? There has to be a way to get that one, like, the dropping down one. There has to be a way to get that one early. But I can't get it.
So, yeah, with streams as we do this, please excuse the fact that our internet is kind of spotty, and it also might be OBS, because the fact that someone else in this category, seeing if my OBS crashes, seems like OBS is just bugging for people. I like OBS, and the way it sets everything up is great. And we are holding a stream. And I'm trying my damnedest to get everything to work, and I don't know if it's OBS being stupid or if it's our internet. If it's our internet, it wouldn't surprise me.
That side as well, and unless it's that I have to actually
Such as freaking curse and nice. Check the category. Okay, good. But in the category, I'm just getting random errors, even though everything else is off. It's just like that other stream settings and stuff. And I can't really help the fact that Twitch has basically, like, our internet is barely good enough to do the streams I have it set to. I've done the testing. And given the spotting nature, even if I downscaled instead of a full 1080, even if I downscaled to 720, we would probably still see some errors. But 1080 works. Works fine. I just don't know what causes the random errors, and I don't know if it's OBS or if it's our internet or some combination. So I'm using that Virginia server because in testing, that Virginia server is like the one I'm getting the most consistent pings from. And what annoys me about all of this, all the testing I've done, the numbers I have, I should be able to hold 1080 60 streams like we're doing. And we've held 1080 60 streams. And it just seems like our internet is just random and spotty, or OBS is random and spotty. Because using basically the same settings other than a slightly different server, Curzon the first time was able to get a long Mega Man Zero stream, and that worked. It was a long stream, and then we ended off with just that short stream of just the one boss fight to at least be fair with the stream that crapped out. That was at least like 30 minutes of just the fell platforming. Because I want to do live streaming, but I can't deal with this nonsense, and dropping to 720 might fix the problem, but I have the data for 1080. I'm at the range of 1080, and the thing is, because what I do testing or upload is 10 megabits per second, and people will say you're not supposed to exceed 80% of your upload. And until you basically become a partner, Twitch limits you to a 6,000 bitrate anyway. So I have my bitrate set to 6,000, but I am using advanced settings so that there's a bit of variance in the data, because people recommend advanced settings so you can control things better. I don't want to stream in simple mode.
Okay. Wish we had someone in the chat room. There's someone to confirm will these elves actually stay, because the ones in the containers normally stay, and that's what every elf in this is. So I might actually do a run where I just try to beat the stage normally, ignoring all of the elves because they waste too much time, and then going back because I this being the arcade and have the other warp here anyway. I should be able to warp here after beating the stage, so I'm probably have to attempt that and not get any of them other than the normal ones you just get. And then like I said, try to beat the level normally.
We can see.
Because unless it is something absolutely fucking ridiculous, some incredibly tight-ass, unless it is something absolutely ridiculous and like a tight-ass jump, like I said, I get too low of a time score. You literally can't get them and get a good time score. Fuck! It'd be funny if I am able to kill these with damage stacking. Damn it. That's something I am not gonna have.
God, I wish Twitch had that Atlanta server. They had the Atlanta server. With how close we are to Atlanta, we would probably get a really good return rate. I do think part of it is the data transfer across 3 fucking states. Because in doing some research between streams trying to average a bunch of people in the middle of America, and it is just so vindicating. It's like, I used to be able to stream, we can't stream anymore because if you're in the middle of America, you're like extra fucked on servers. Servers.
Fucker.
I would like to do some normal live streaming. Part of this will always be the internet infrastructure in this country is awful, and we barely have what it takes to set up a stream. I know it can run. I know that one setting to reduce the bit rate.
Well, I guess if I was going to learn shield canceling anytime, I guess it should be now.
I know that one setting's experimental, but I only did it because we have random, like, spotty enough internet as it is, and I would rather lose bitrate to save frames versus losing frames. There's just a random assortment of options.
it's like I'm going to sit here and do this, and then it's going to be like, oh, there are enough save assist points through out this area when I come back.
Be good to check regardless, but
Because if I don't, because if I don't do this, that, like, that fault will be gnawing at me in the back of my head,
Yes.
so I might as well.
I agree with you. My whole issue in all of this has nothing to do with, like, you and that. You know what my problem is the whole, what is causing the nonsense?
Yes, I know.
Because we've got...
Hey, again, this will also give me a time to practice the whole, like, shield canceling thing.
God, I wish I could get some people in here and maybe talk about OBS and maybe get some people that might be able to help, because I've looked at help things. Because it seems like this computer is not the strongest computer, but when doing recording for YouTube, I can augment at a decent rate and get a decent recording, because if you look at the YouTube channel, our recordings are good quality. I found minimum settings that are about on par with what people recommend for YouTube, more or less, to get a good 60 FPS, 1080 recording. And for streaming, if I do some speed tests, and I know some speed tests are going to give you ranges, but every common speed test usually shows that 10 upload. This is why I do wish we had a consistent 12, so I would have a buffer, because we are in the 10. And because we're in the 10, and because of Twitch's limit, I have it set to... I'm using common advanced settings in OBS that give you more options. I don't remember everything I have set, but it's common stream recommendations. You open the one tab, set it to advanced, because I did that for recording, because you get a lot more controls. I set the video to the 6,000, and because of the optimization for audio, I left it at like 330 or whatever that weird thing is. And people said you're never supposed to go over 80% of your max. But because I'm commonly uploading 10 megabits per second, if 10
Damn it.
for Twitch numbers would be 10,000. 80% of 10,000 would be 8,000, so I have it at 6,000. And the tiny, like, 330 for the audio is not going to kill it. And we've done long streams. The Mega Man stream, Curson did previously before it got fucky was super long. And last time we did a stream, I was able to successfully get a solid Sunshine stream with no glitches. And before that, the one Galaxy stream was decently long too. It is just some weird amalgamation.
Oh, bullshit game.
Just some weird amalgamation of nonsense. it's just random things cause the random drops. And I do think part of it is OBS, and I think part of it is our internet. And the dumb part is, like, with how everything's set up, other than maybe lowering some settings, but I shouldn't need to by the metrics, that's why I was bitching about it. I would love to stream more consistently, but I thought we might run into this problem. And it annoys me if people are willing to watch. If people are willing to watch the streams, just bear with the fact that we might get random crashing. That one guy I've talked about, and I think he's cool.
Okay, yeah, A. Yeah, because clear time 20.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, got an A on that. So now I'm going to save. I'm running so that I don't have to fight the one boss again, running all the way back here to hit that save assist point, so that the save assist point is now past the boss fight. Because you keep, like, for the missions, you basically, yeah, because you see Neo Arcadia Tower, Neo Arcadia Shrine.
Yes. Okay. Basically,
Oh,
like,
good, I at least have that save assist point.
the one guy I've thought about being in one of his streams in a bit, just due to us doing other stuff.
Well, at least now I
He
can
had like random drops out the ass too, so.
Well, at least now I can get hit and not care.
We'll see.
At least while I'm running back to try and... Because if the, like...
Some of her streams might be a little bit scuffed, but...
They're here!
Yeah,
Oh no. Like, that's good. That is good, because it does mean, like, it's like, because they were in the containers, I can basically... Oh, that's evil. That's evil game.
that's good. That's bad. That's good. It was like joking about trans fats.
The last thing was if he says like it's something it contains that I believe super unhealthy. Always confused. That's bad. Can I go now? The point. No. The point is they're there. Now let's just hope that the other save assist points are here. Oh good, it seems like they are all here.
Yes.
Good. But now it's the fucking nonsense of that. Like seriously, I genuinely, unironically, as like a fucking question, basically have. Damn it. How the fuck are you supposed to get those on a regular playthrough? Can you actually get those cyber elves on a regular playthrough and still maintain an A rank? I genuinely want to know how. Like, there has to be some other way to get ones like this. Like, the small amount of backtracking for the first two in the containers, and that one, and the, like, one after this, that's the stupid jump in the disappearing, reappearing blocks. Those I could see you maybe getting on a playthrough and still maintaining the time, because those, like, while you do have to backtrack, the amount you have to backtrack is really short if you're able to do it kind of quickly. This one, you have to, like, go basically all the way back around, so I'm like, how the fuck do I do this? How do I actually do this? It literally doesn't make any sense. But who cares? I have it.
Yeah.
Because I remembered that thing. Wait a minute. I said, like, the ones in the containers stay. Most of them stay. The ones on the highway that are in the containers don't stay, because after you beat the highway mission, the highway falls apart and you can't go back there. But most other ones stay.
Yeah, something that Jinx says, but holding up again.
I'm going to just hit save us this point, get my health back. False chamber. Light.
As we try to grow an audience, hopefully if we get some people, they'll be understanding. I can't really do anything because it's just our internet and maybe OBS, because it seems like OBS is still spotty for some
And the
people.
funny thing is, the reason I wasn't sure was like the save it. The reason I wasn't sure was like the save assist points, if they would be there or not, was because when I was doing the grinding, basically, when I was doing the grinding for the energy crystals, because I was doing the grinding, I was going across a bunch of different areas in the game, and like doing that and exploring around. I was scared for a second. I thought the platform wasn't there, and I was going to be like, basically, if you save assist points after you beat those missions, they actually do go away. So that's why I was fucking scared of, oh god, you assholes are not going to make me do this on a single life, are you? Because this shit is mean. This is, like, actually mean.
This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Ain't no holler back girl, cause ain't no holler back girl.
And this one has obnoxious amount of screen crunch to it.
Screen Crunch, my favorite video game themed breakfast cereal. Huh?
And I'm sure, like, and I'm sure when this gets, like, uploaded to YouTube, there's going to be, when I'm complaining about it, there's going to be some...
You mean when these...
Yes, because of it technically being multiple, because of the whole error thing. My point is,
No, not error! Okay, not error with... I don't know what it is. It's just a random thing.
My point
That's
is...
a weird statement. I know what your point is, I'm just making a joke. You said this, and I said you mean these, because they're going to be parts.
My point is, I know for a fact when this gets uploaded to YouTube, there's going to be some, like, smarmy,
Got the past 30 minutes again. 30 holding, but then that last crash was at like 31. So we're past 30, and it didn't error out. I guess it crashed, but it's not a crash.
On a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, cyber elves remaining. If it is 5 in the last stage, all is good because I still have the A rank and I didn't miss anything. So I'm going to check that and then again continue.
If another fucking crash happens, I will make a note of that. Carson's checking his cyber elf list. I'm just watching my bitrate. Because when I made a joke, oh hey, we passed the problematic time, except then it crashed. Oh, again, not crashed. 31, still holding. If we can get past 31, it's holding, and that just means it's some weird other error, or I am somehow accidentally enabling settings that should be off. Because it's not a crash. OBS stays running. It's just the stream. The bitrate becomes 0, meaning I'm not streaming. And when the bitrate becomes 0, that means Twitch has fucked up or RN has fucked up. Put our heater down. We're about to pass 32. This was one advantage of Carson checking that. 32, still going. Yeah, I have no idea. This is why I wish internet would be declared a protected utility. That is basically the same protections that were given to phone lines, electricity, and like in certain areas because of how important it is, running water. Because if internet would be declared a utility, companies couldn't cheap out. Because our internet is just barely good enough to do this, if it works at all. And it annoys me that I have to focus so wholeheartedly on the bitrate. Because if we're playing a game and we're streaming and we're not super focused on it, it has a very likely chance of just randomly ceasing to work. We're still streaming, thankfully.
I did miss 2 in the previous stage, but they are, again, continuing that they are only in capsules. So because of them being in the capsules, they should still be there. Everything should still be there because it's only 3 in the last level. There were 2 I did completely forget about because I got so frustrated by the shit with the disappearing, reappearing blocks. But again, they should still... actually, the funny thing is because the save at this point is right here, I can actually just... Come on, can I fully... Damn it. Delete the area entirely and come back. Actually, yeah, I don't know, leave the area entirely, come back if they're... I think they're on the screen of what basically there's a section and it's stupid, annoying and shit. So again, doing it's one of those doing that shit on the whole time crunch and everything and doing it perfectly would be super obnoxious. So that's why I'm not resetting because I I checked to the final stage and I was like, oh shit, I forgot there were 2.
Oh, good lord.
The disappearing, reappearing blocks so much.
At least we're whole enough.
You know,
I want to do more streams. I just don't want to annoy. Ah, yeah, my god. And that shit right there is what I was talking about. Except that shit's hilarious because that's another inconsistency. We just lost a bunch of internet, but I'm still apparently streaming because it's still showing bitrate. If the bitrate becomes 0, it's not streaming. The fact I got a drop down to really bad internet is exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Inconsistent nonsense. And if people start joining the streams and we start building an audience, hopefully...
Back in I go. Yeah, at least.
Yeah, according to Twitch on my phone, we're still alive.
Good.
Because it doesn't say 0! We only lose a stream if that number becomes a 0. If that number becomes 0, the stream dies. Because it's 0 kilobits, meaning it's not outputting anything. It's outputting 0. I got 1 internet drop and the kilobits drop. But that's also why I have that 1 experimental setting on. Because I would rather tank the output bitrate of the stream to maintain the frame rate.
This shit is like actually fucking evil. Fucker.
Yeah, I'm in our stream. I'm now watching the stream.
Oh, come on!
On my phone. Cutting it down so I can pick up on the mic. Good. I don't care if it's kind of spotty. I don't care if the bitrate drops. I just want to be able to stream without worrying that there is basically at this point what seems to be like 15% chance a stream dies.
I don't know.
It is either OBS or internet, Twitch, or some combination of the Venn diagram.
I don't know, I never met the guy.
Okay. He does exist. They do exist.
Yeah, I believe that section right there, that's what we got a pogo. So because that's what we have to pogo, and the fact I ain't on a time crunch going to sit. Actually, I should flip that around. Yeah,
Tells me the Twitch chat randomly to make sure, because now that the internet shot back up. What was that? Stable stream again. Yay.
It'll be annoying getting past that, although I'd rather have to save at this point, like right there. Oh. For shit like that, I would prefer going down than up. Oh. fuck do I literally have to dash jump?
Gotta pogo like you're Scrooge McDuck.
God, you can do that on a dash jump. Damn it, this shit is fucking evil! God, this does not feel intentional. God, this shit really doesn't feel fucking intentional. I don't even understand how I start. How do I even start pogoing it? It's not low enough for me to do that. It's not low enough for me to pogo off of. Damn it!
Oh no, you don't go yet. Or, ah shit.
Here we go.
I want that in a soundboard.
Damn it! Actually, you can't get like a downward thrust out of a dash. Yeah. I'm dashing and...
You're not just dashing to it. Oh,
Okay.
oh Lord, here we go.
I don't get it. You know, like, I can't. I can't get a fucking, like... One, it's stupid hard to get a downward pogo anyway, because I have no idea if this is a result of the Switch controller or not, but the timing to get... I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I literally don't get it. That enemy, like, it's too high for me to pogo off of, and it feels like you can't dash into a pogo. Like, to dash into a pogo has to seemingly be at, like, the end of a dash, unless that is just the Switch Pro controller fucking me out. Unless you assholes are even more evil, and you have to start the pogo chain off the, like, enemy that's normally... Unless you assholes are even more evil, and you have to, like, start the pogo chain off this guy. But I can't. He doesn't want to pogo! I don't know why he's not doing straight down. He's not doing straight down. I need to see how the fuck they do it. 'Cause I literally can't. The pogo just will not go down, and I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Watch the chat. Watch my bitrate. Stupid Twitch. Stupid live streaming. Stupid nonsense. go on.
Why? If there's going to be a problem, the problem is that I literally can't do it because the fucking Switch Pro controller, it eats the input for some fucking reason. And I don't know why. Of shit like that. Like, why was that a diagonal? I was holding down.
What if the segmented D-pad on the Joy-Con solve that? Those are literally little buttons.